more concerned on you advising me about the people who came to the border who don't have nothing, not
Mhm.
even an entry paper. What would your advice be to them right now in this case?
Yeah, okay. So my advice is one, have a plan. Number two, like a plan, like a lot of people are like, oh my God, what if them pick up so and so? What's going to happen to my children? What's going
Right.
to happen to my documents? So make sure you have a plan where you put all of your documents, your important documents together. You have an emergency person who, let's say something happened to you or the person, that person knows where all of your medical stuff is, your personal documents, your banking information, such that if anything needs to happen, everything is in one place. You have a contact. The third thing is also to have a consultation with an attorney because you need to know whether you have a case or not, right?
Mm.
And a lot of people have cases and don't know. And let me tell you about one kind of case that the last 2 years we have taken on a lot of them, human trafficking cases. And I have many Jamaicans in this situation. So, for example, most people, when you hear about human trafficking, what do you think about?
Kidnapping, picnic, kids.
Kidnapping, picnic, yeah.
Hmm.
Sex trafficking, right?
Yeah,
Putting people in the sex work and things
yeah.
like that.
Organ doing in business and them something.
All kind of stuff. So most people would never think they could qualify for something like that. But guess what? The most of the cases that I've done have to do with labor trafficking. Now, what does that mean? It means that perhaps you are the victim of labor trafficking, which is also considered human trafficking. So a lot of people on the program, you hear about people coming up on the work program, right? Our farm work, our hotel work, right?
Mm-hmm.
These people were told certain things. For example, okay, you're coming up to come to work as, I don't know, X, Y, or Z. This is the contract. We're going to pay you such and such amount to perform such and such hours and everything sign up and you think everything is good. When they come up now, sometimes the employers, they will take the people them documents. They will say, if you don't do this, we're not going to renew the visa. They will exploit them, make them work overtime and not pay them. Furthermore, you might expect a paycheck. Yeah, okay, you know what? May I go sacrifice because I go get, let's say I'm gonna get $500-$600 a week. You see, by the
Mm.
time them take out housing, them take out this, they take out everything. You might walk away with $100-$200 a week. That is labor trafficking. And most people would not know that because they're afraid to talk about it. They're afraid to even say things like that because them no want go back to Jamaica, so me I go take whatever me get because me no really have no rights and I want them renew the visa the next time. So it's important
Mm.
to talk to an attorney and to really tell all the details of your life so that you can figure out if there is a way you can get a green card, not just a visa. So this kind of visa that I'm talking about, people, you can look up a T visa, right? That's the human trafficking visa. These actually lead to green cards. Another one is a U visa. If you have been the victim of a certain type of crime in the United States and you report it and you cooperate with law enforcement, you can get your green card that way too. But a lot of people
Also,
don't know that.
they say you can get the green card as an informer.
It is not the informer green card. Actually, it's called a S visa. So that's the snitch visa, I call it. That's different from the T visa.
No, you just said the U visa, where if you know about crime and tell them you can get your green card. So that
No, it's that if you are the victim of a crime. This
uh,
S visa is if you know about a crime and you report it to them.
all right. So the U visa, the one where if somebody this year and you go tell police,
That
right?
doesn't count. It's like, okay, you
You
were
no,
shot,
you said
you
if
were
you're a
raped.
victim, if
Yeah.
you're a victim. then that means say if somebody do something to you then, and you go tell
Yes.
the police, and the case gets solved and you can, that is still informing. Because we are bad people, we are fighting back. We're not Ghana station. You
Well, you know
understand?
what? You have to do whatever you can do. But if you are the victim, and most of the times it doesn't need the person doesn't have to be prosecuted, because a lot of times they don't know. Let's say it was an armed robbery, you don't know what the person, but you report it. I got
I
robbed.
am
I was beaten.
traumatized.
Yeah, and you suffered extreme hardship. So, you also have to undergo all kinds of background check. But I've done hundreds of those cases where people are like, oh God, this happened to me, or something happened to your spouse or your child. So my first case of a U visa was a little girl. She was about 15 or 16 when she came to my office, and she told me that when her parents went to work and the neighbor was supposed to watch her, he he didn't rape her, but he molested her and was touching her.
Yeah.
And we reported the crime, even though it happened many years ago, and we took her to the child advocacy center for her to get checked out and so forth. And right now we went through the whole process, and both her parents and her was able to get the U visa because she was the victim of a crime. So
Okay.
it's not just to you, it could be to an immediate family member.
Okay. So the U visa is the semi-informant victim visa. The S one now are the 100% informer visa. Okay.
Listen, Foota. Me no want you make the people them don't want to do U visa because them think it's informer. It
No,
is
but the
not.
more the informer run now, you get more clients. The informer them enough. So you get more
Me
clients for
can't
the S
manage,
visa than the U one. Yeah. So
All right, but the
that's
S
very
visa now.
informative.
All right, the S visa. It's called an S visa, but I call it the snitch visa because, let's say you are part of a conspiracy, are doing a thing, and everybody 4 hours get catch, right? You
Mm-hmm.
want to come out right now, so you are gonna make a deal with the prosecutor to say,
Mm-hmm.
you know what, me I gotta tell you really what happened, and then the three of them gone to prison and you come out, right? That is the spirit of the S visa.
So
If
that is a
you have
six. That's
knowledge,
a 6-9 visa, right?
call it what you will, but it's a snitch visa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why
Mm-hmm.
so much. That's why so much you told me know they're jail. Then nobody there. You see, all the crew have 20 and now go one man always out, and the rest of them are got jail. Mighty God.
Mm-hmm. Because some people, I mean, it is what it is. People do what they gotta do. Someone said,
Mm.
is it also available for men? Of course. So okay, so someone wants to talk about VAWA. So yes, so I'm talking about humanitarian options for people, and this is outside of, you know, marrying somebody, and I'll talk about something about this marriage thing. So the VAWA means Violence Against Women Act, right? But it's not only women. We have quite a few men victim, but man no one talks to the woman abuse them and thing like that,
No,
right?
here why?
So a lot
Because here why man not really talk about it now. Because man think abuse a ungle when somebody put hands by you.
correct.
So so and like the man them now want talk about the abuse, but them not see it as abuse. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I might not think when a woman say, oh, who that in their phone, search phone and cuss and fling figure and them something there and stab your car tire or broke out your window or lock you out of the house because she feel like you go out with girl or she smell perfume by you and them so all of that are abuse, you know. But
Okay, Futa. There is a difference between a bad relationship and abuse. And someone said VAWA is only for women. No, it is for men as well. And it doesn't have to just be spouse. The spouse has to be a citizen or a green card holder. It can also be children who abuse the parents. So it's spouse or you're abused by your child. But anyway,
mm,
bad relationship doesn't necessarily mean VAWA. There is a difference. You have to suffer extreme anguish, extreme cruelty is actually the legal term. So, for example, it's not just that you get in an argument with your person, it's that the person say you are no good. Like they use psychological manipulation, they control. It's about the
Yeah,
control.
suppose the woman know true she vex, she cook and not give enough food and you're dead for you in the house and them something there. That
Then your hand
abuse?
broke, you're not gonna eat.
No, you can't go in that pot, she will stab you. So that not abuse?
It depends. You can't look at these things in isolation. So is it a pattern? I did have a guy actually. He married this black American woman and him come up and he didn't get a job right away. So the woman just switched on him. And she used to literally put a lock. She put a lock on the fridge so he couldn't eat. She took away his green card, right? She would tell him, say, him workless, him not, and all of those things put together created the abuse because she was exerting her power and control over him. So you have to look at the whole thing, and that's why it's important to get an analysis from a knowledgeable attorney.
So what if the woman step out of the relationship and go breed or find next man and then she start dealing with the wicked and get pregnant by the next man and end up mash up a thing, all that.
First of all, I see a lot of people in the comments talking about woman wicked. Well, man wicked too. And we don't
But
want that. We want kindness.
Bridget, we not bother want to get another man, woman, something.
Yeah, we're not
You're
good
gonna get your feelings now. I mean, but me no want that. What more you answer that question there for me? The man and the woman married, she cheat, breed, because she breed, she run go divorce the man behind him back and get the man in a problem. All that work.
Yes. So it doesn't always, like I say, you have to look at the totality of the circumstances, right? So I have one case where there was a lot of cheating, there was giving up STDs. So we can
God.
use that to talk about psychological abuse, right? Because no, everything messed up. And the big argument in Jamaica now about the whole jacket thing, we can also use that to say that is a use of the system against the person. So yes, it can be, but I also have to know that there are other things. It can't just be that one thing in isolation. Sometimes they control people. They don't want you to have friends. That's a sign. You can't go out with your friend them, both men and women, right? Deal with this. They want to looking at your phone. You can't have no personal space. They control how you spend your money. So this kind of case is very much tied into power and control. So it's not just a bad relationship. It has to have power and control and lead to extreme cruelty.
Say one question you still answer me yet.
Which one?
Miss Barrett. What are the border people who work and go about them daily business every day? What is the best advice you have for them now? Does Trump have him team I go crazy?
Then I tell you, say, one, them need to be prepared with all of them documentation together.
They have
Two,
documents.
they do have documents. So my firm, I represent the majority of Mexicans and people from Central America, and they do have documents. They have their matricula consular. That's like their national ID. They have their passports. They have their birth certificates. They just don't have an American legal document.
So most like even the Jamaican, them still have them Jamaican birth certificate and them ID.
Definitely. So for those
Remember, I say,
people when don't have option for married people and things like that, they have to start looking into alternatives. So that's why I start talking about the labor trafficking, because we have a lot of those cases, VAWA, the abuse ones, the U visa ones, and
I'll
also
be
if
in
they have
farmer
children here.
one.
Yeah, but that one didn't lead. That one doesn't lead to a green card. So I don't do those cases because let me tell you, in order to get that visa, the law enforcement have to sign off on it. And most of the time for the S visa, them trick the people them and them don't sign off. And if they don't sign off, you don't get the visa.
Uh,
Yeah.
so I still have a question because most of the people that run come across the border, them don't bring the identification because them don't want if them get over like border. Remember, so them not fully understand it. Them just go through the thing. We want to people when not have no nothing at all, but them at work, them law abiding, them go to work every day with a restaurant or near shop or ear shop or barber shop. And this are going now. You still not tell me what advice. You advise them for not go to work, stay home.
Oh,
What?
that kind of advice.
Yeah.
No, man. I tell people you have to still live your life. You have to survive. But don't do anything that would put you in jeopardy with law enforcement. So if you drive your car, you don't have no driver license, make sure say you don't speed. Make sure you check and make sure that all of your lights are working because they'll pull you over for those pretexts. Oh, we saw you speeding, your light was out. They'll use any excuse to stop you. So make sure even little things like that you take care of. But at the end of the day, you have to live your life. And I try to remind people that God is still in control. So if you didn't make it through when Trump was in the first time, you can make it again. You just have to really stay the straight and narrow. And I'm going to say something that might be unpopular, which is at the end of the day, if the government decides that you have to go home, then you know just go home and try to start over. Maybe there's something in your home country that you need to do, right? So it is quite different for different
Yeah.
people, but they
Because
have to live
some
their
of them
life.
will come across the border cannot go home. If them go home for 5 minutes, them dead. So
That good.
yeah. Trust me, me know some of them cannot go back. Before them go back, they rather jump off our building up here and dead. Them not going back.
Or what about find an alternative country to go to?
Oh, them not going nowhere near airport. Them man not going, no, you must be mad. Them man, you have to kill them in America. They have to take crane and take them out. You must be mad. Them not, me don't know if you understand. You have some people, them life, they are the brink of end.
Right.
And them end up there. So them not, me know a brother where get through with papers and everything. And the man said, Foota, if me, you, the man cut up him green card and him get it. Him not going nowhere. The man said, me not going nowhere. They say, you not go Jamaica, go look. The man said, Joe, where? You must be crazy. The man said, him not going nowhere. The man, and him say, when him dead America, him want bury him, they want him body. Go,
Wow. Well,
no
there
joke.
are legitimately people who can go back for whatever reason, but that's not the vast majority of people, though.
No, no,
That's
no.
the truth.
Of course not. Of
Mhm.
course not.
Mhm.
Well, it was nice conversating with you. That the word conversation or having a conversation, which I'm not too good at English, but it was very important. We're gonna do a second one, but you know, today hectic for me, so I can't stay up on the phone with you forever. And then you stop, you not drive, and
Me not drive, so people are like, "Why are you driving?" No, my son is driving,
ah,
so I wasn't driving. But I
okay,
want to say one more thing, Foota,
yeah.
and then yeah, let's the next one we do we can talk about reggae visas and stuff like that. But for this one, I really wanted to make a point about two things that you should never do if you ever want to stand a chance in this country. right? Number one, never you ever make a false claim to US citizenship. So that means that don't use nobody US citizen birth certificate, passport, vote. Don't do anything like that, because nobody, no lawyer, nobody can ever help you to overcome something like that. So if you ever get caught with that, you are done. So just don't do it. Don't buy no fake papers. Don't do that stuff, because you will never come back from that. Okay? Second thing is this business marriage. Don't do it. Do not do it. A lot of people think, say, well, but just go get married and, start out the thing and stuff. It never goes well. Maybe you could get away with it back in the days, but no, sir. They will come to your house. They will go to your job. They will go to your mother house. Because I've had clients that these things has happened to. And the thing is, if they ever say that you made a false, you had a fake marriage to get your papers, you're done. So let's say you did do a false marriage and it didn't go well. The person never go to the interview with you. They wanted to extort more money from you and all of the things. Got everything nice in the beginning, But then things will always go wrong. And if the immigration services suspect that you entered into this marriage fake, you're done. So you could have married to 10 other people after that, people who you love. You have a family. Like I had this one client, she got married to this guy, and the thing didn't work out. He didn't go to the interview. This was back in 1989, I think, 89 or 90. And a few years after that, she met her husband, who is her husband now. They have 4 children. He's a citizen. And guess what? This lady still have a deportation. And his petition for her will never be granted because of the past. So those are just 2 things. Please, may I beg you, don't claim to be a U.S. citizen when you're not, and don't get married for business purposes.
That sound like you style for make every man go married now for real love. You think you're slick? I trick the man them, You see you? You're there fight with a woman struggling, you.
Them not woman name, so me
Yeah,
born lucky.
yeah, man, you think you're slick, bro. Bro, yeah, man, go fall in love for real and make sure
And Foota, I do believe in real love. I do believe in true love.
Do
So
you
if you want
believe
to get your papers,
in
find somebody
love
where you
after
really love.
love? I really feel it. I'm strong enough. Do you
You get too much trouble.
believe in love after love?
Anyway,
Yeah. Sometimes I when you're married for real, I'm married for real love. Them girls are wicked. Them still mash up your thing. I tell you.
well, if you don't behave for yourself, maybe the thing gonna get mashed
So
up.
why are we for behave ourselves? Oh, you know the woman them not bad.
I'm not saying them no bad.
Sometimes they
Both
with
sides.
a woman and through you wear Levi jeans were big and she want a tight pants boy. You know bleach, she want a bleacher. You know gunman, she want a man with gun pan belly, the Beretta never. You know that? Sometimes girl them bad.
Yeah. Me not excuse nobody. I just want people to be good to themselves, good to each other. And as an immigrant community, I really want us to stand together, because the next 4 years is going to be a real challenge. So let's just be good to one another. That's all we can do.
I see a very important question here. Somebody said, is the lawyer single?
Oh, Jesus. Actually, I am.
What?
Recently divorced after 25, 7 years, something like that.
You see what I tell her, I say, woman wicked, look how long the man married her and she left him in her last dream get old. Yo, man. Yo, man. Bridget, you're wicked, man. Stay, yo. Cut Jesus clippers. So the man gets all half gray hair and him right me no good. Bridget,
Oh,
divorce the
oh
man. Cha-cha.
my God. You are horrible.
Oh. Well, have a safe drive and, reaching safe. People, she is also representing Beanie Man and a lot of things. So she's actually coming to Rise and Toast. So anybody want pictures and autographs and stuff like that, she will be there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, thank you again for the invitation. Sorry about all the technical difficulties, but people, my law firm is called the Bennett Law Center, so you can follow us. And my Reggae Visa Lawyer page is the more appropriate page. This is my personal one.
Yeah. Zaga. Yeah. So you know me a viral king, being him and a king of dancehall and she a king of the lobbies. Oh, queen, sorry. My bad.
Queen.
Yeah, yeah, my
Queen
bad.
bee.
Sorry. Yeah, yeah, queen bee. Yeah. Zaga. So,
Mhm.
so I guess I'll see you in a couple hours. Who that I hide behind you?
No, Nikki, watch her. See her there?
Nikki, oh yeah, hide so Nikki. People and Nikki that she cut Jesus slippers and teeth in brief. So
Did I tell you to talk
all
about
right,
your
I'll see you in a
festival?
couple hours, all right?
All right.
Where?
Later.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
It is Montana Festival.
Yeah, people. So that's how we do our thing. And for all of the people them we love talk, me have rich friends. I know a lot of rich people. Whole heap of rich people. Me not normal boy in our country. So she's not just a lawyer. She owns her law firm. It's like multiple lawyers work under fair law firm. So on a normal somebody. And then she's one of the main reasons why Beanie Man is back in America. You understand? She also work with Joshi, make sure Joshi get him in visa. And they are big up Seven Star Entertainment, Joshi bookings. You know what I mean? So we have to bring the people them to the forefront where it makes sense. You understand me, I say? And big up my lawyer, Mr. Miller, because she's not my lawyer. She's just somebody that I met and, you know, the energy and the vibe and she rate Foota Hype and, I be the man lawyer, so I want network. And, she's very passionate about our Jamaican community and, helping Jamaican people to get right, you know what I mean? Within the country, because she don't want nobody to get deported, she don't want nobody to go jail. Them think they kind of hurt her and rub her wrong. She have a soft heart for our Jamaican people, you understand? And we have to respect people like she because she's a powerful black woman who is making it. It's not just a regular black woman, it's a Jamaican black woman powerhouse lawyer, do I think so. I forget her the platform, I forget her the props, and you know what I mean? That's just another one of my rich motherfucking friends. Like, Busy Signal is one of my rich motherfucking friends. Beanie Man is one of my rich motherfucking friends. Father Rev is one of my rich motherfucking friends. You know what I mean? I got a lot of rich motherfucking friends. Okay? So, them I got tired, to see me face, comfortable. Some boy have fight in me space. Yeah. Some people, Coretta. Yeah, me I say no people. May I go get some rest? Well, basically, me I get up now, me have some clothes we ship, and me I go pick them up. Um, and then line up myself, do some work on the laptop and thing. 'Cause, rise and toast. Me I forget forward the most. A Beanie Man, the return, the king of the dancehall, Zagazow, the girl, them sugar, the wooga wooga, the doctor. Yo, big up Yellow Man too, Hey, me no want some man a go on like, yo, me rate Yellow Man too, And guess what? Beanie Man rate Yellow Man too. But Beanie say my king, me can't stop him. Yellow Man say my king, me can't stop him. Vibes Cartel say my king, me can't stop him neither. But you know me have problem with that. Anyway. Somebody said, Foota, actually, you have the key to Ayak the new mansion. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. A busy signal by one house up the road, one next house. And me, I go run it off. You see me? I'm busy not live here. Busy living in Jamaica. So I got to use that house. Remember? And a normal house, I'll live here time there. Me and it. Da da dee, da da da. Dead. Tell them again, creator. Tell them again. People, big up on yourself. That's it. Catch you all at Rise and Toast later. After Rise and Toast, we are go over Busy Signal, hosting Kikun restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, big up Hans, big up Woman, big up Suspect, big up our Lounge family. You know me, I say, them not book me over there yet, but you don't know. I saw it go. You see me, big up Platinum Kids, them. You see me, big up Wicked Jabba when I book Foota Hype for the show. You see me, Butterfucker, don't know what Jabba tell you. You stop book Foota Hype, man, I like that. You see me, and I keep be assured with my friend Buju Bantan, and I can't get booked for none of them. May I pray, Jabba, I walk on. Jabba, I want the blood clot go on. Jabba, I want the bomb rascal attack. Jabba, I want go on. Leg on my shirt, leg on my laptop, leg on my laptop. Hey, Jabba, all right, motherfucker. Hey, people, loving it, yeah? Rise and Toast later, yeah? A mad move.